All right, here we go.
That's awesome.
What?
Got his mama or her mama Blu-ray player, and then had to explain what a Blu-ray was.
Happy Mom's Day. All right. That's about right.
That the
Press-
knife was his.
Okay. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
What's the surprise?
You know, now, like, at first I thought she was, passionate about her job, like her occupation. Like, almost everybody that we've met in the entire series seems to be, like, the most passionate person about their vocation.
Mm-hmm.
But she seems, now that we know about her bitterness about being demoted, it seems, it's like she's reveling in how shitty her job is now,
Yeah.
and how useless it is that she, a professional, is working in the food industry.
Yeah.
And I think that's why she does this. Like, she makes a point. It's almost like rubbing it into, like, a spouse who like cheated on her or something, and be like, well, I guess that's just what I get for not. I don't know what I'd do if I was a jealous wife. But she just seems very spiteful. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
Just stop with the metaphors, man.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we have our highlight for you two. So, the defendant was holding a knife. What then?
Stabby, stabby.
Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into the Detective Goodman's chest. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. And why did you see her raise the knife to strike? No, what? You did see her raise
the knife.
The defense has a point.
Point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see.
It's only a flush wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
All right. So,
You said that before anything else.
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
pardon me, guys. I just got this thing in my nose again. It's like one piece of pollen or something. All right. What? Were you trying to find something sexual out of that?
No.
Okay.
It was funny how you sniffed.
Oh,
It was a funny
sounds
sound.
pretty fatal to me.
Was it like that?
Oh,
Oh.
Well, what did we do? Is it? Is my sister guilty?
let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, I'm having her panic next to me makes me calmer.
Don't squeal like that.
All right. So, this is it. This is what Phoenix Wright is all about. We got to find that contradiction.
Yeah, man, okay.
So,
Do you think it was the 10 centimeters thing?
no, it couldn't. We couldn't. That's
I
ridiculous.
wasn't looking at her face.
The
either.
fact that she 30 feet away should know the exact length of the knife.
Yeah.
I'd say it's the distance, in fact, that she was away, and the fact that she was on the other side of a fence.
Maybe.
So,
Through a wire fence, I saw it. Then she thrust.
oh, she actually admits through the wired fence.
Yeah, I don't think she actually says that she got her.
Oh, I think I might be
A step ahead.
thinking one step ahead by thinking about blaming her or saying that she couldn't have apprehended her. Wait a second. Shit. I was hoping the chain link wouldn't appear in the fence. Or I mean in the photo, proving that she
Can you
wasn't on the
see
other
that
side.
the knife is in her right hand? Her left hand is on the car.
There's blood on her
Coat.
coat.
Yeah. I don't know if we're supposed to really notice that yet.
When did she say she took that photo? Holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip. Oh, fuck. Where does she say that she took the photo?
Yeah.
Well, this is it. Present. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife.
But you can't see a knife?
I don't see a knife.
I don't see a knife.
Present. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife? As I've said already, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph.
God, we should have that.
This is the photograph you took
Yeah.
of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Mrs. Sky not holding a knife?
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection. Let's be a little more careful with our evidence, shall we? What? I don't get that.
No, I'm totally gonna look at this photograph, my text.
Oh, God. Why did Phoenix just say, let's be a little more careful with our evidence, shall
Did we get it wrong?
Is it you that needs to be? It is you that needs to be more careful, Mr. Wright.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing.
It's taken
This was
after.
taken the moment after the stabbing. How can you tell that? Blood spatter. Huh? The dark crimson stain on the chief prosecutor's coat.
Obs, Dodo.
It's a black and white photograph.
Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Now I'm
Well,
thinking
Mr.
it's
Wright?
not blood.
I see no problem here. No problem except you.
Mr. Wright, are you just gonna sit there and take that kind of abuse?
Narg. You got a better idea? What? Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said? Namely, that she took the picture the moment... Yeah, we knew that. All right, good. He's just going on the same vein that we already
Yeah.
were on. Well, it seems that I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Judge, I move to discount this witness's testimony based on the fact that everybody who I found a contradiction with in even one part has always been wrong. Completely. Please trust me on this, Judge.
Very well done.
Yes, he would respond like that, and I might have a chance if Edgeworth didn't object. That's it. If you run out of lunch, you order seconds, problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering a jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice.
I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. But premeditated? How do you know?
Yeah, how do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in the photograph.
Well, are those gloves?
Driving gloves.
Surgical gloves made of
Oh.
thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. I know a goddamn patrolman who dresses like a cowboy. Like, think of other guys in the series so far. There's been other people who dress like crazy, isn't there? We know.
There's like costumes for Steel Samurais.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Rubble.
Bravo.
I know a prosecutor who dresses like a vampire.
These surgical gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder, a serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
All right, so this is a new piece. The murder was planned. Rubber gloves prove it. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star.
This is bad. She's got them thinking it's a whole plan. If she can prove this claim, the trial's over already. I've got to think of a way to show that it wasn't premeditated.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
Alright.
Scientifically
Alright.
speaking, Frank's testimony is flawless. Don't
Alright.
look at me like that.
Okay, we have to show that it wasn't premeditated. Let's look at the evidence first and then find the moment, what, I think this is the key. Which piece of evidence would show that it wasn't premeditated? No.
Doesn't really prove it, but you'd think it was premeditated. They wouldn't wait, stab once and wait for them to die over half an hour, you know?
Well, what about this? The murder weapon was found in his toolbox. She used another person's... If you premeditated a murder, you bring your own weapon.
Yeah.
You don't wait for one to happen to be there at the scene. So, doesn't that make sense to present?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, so which thing do we present it to? Maybe just to her premeditated murder... This.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's my guess.
Okay, that's a good guess.
Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell lunchboxes for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife.
By the way.
knife that was...
Oh, never mind. Sorry. Keep going.
That was the most passive-aggressive thing ever she said, too, again. Are you testing me? I sell lunchboxes for a living, you know.
Yeah.
By the way. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it was my knife. I use it to pare pears.
It's my paring
Abra.
What, do you have a problem with that?
The bloody weapon and red car belonging to the prosecutor there. Oh, rabble.
Bravo.
The defendant is the chief of the prosecutor of the district, right? Oh.
Mommy!
Prosecutors, bad people! The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned that murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The paring knife, which is also a noun and verb. Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon!
Good job, Fraser. Ah! Rob.
A paring knife. No, I'm not saying paring knife is a verb. I'm saying pair is a verb. To pair, and it's also a pair.
Delicious.
I'm looking at Ben. You seem to be skeptical.
No, not at all.
Order.
Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. tide turns in our favor after the break. Stay tuned, everybody.